Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Joffrey Noodle Legs here today, doing a little special late night movie review for you. It's special because it's one of the greatest films of all time, and it's taken me a while to get around to get up and actually do this as a review. And today we're looking at Pieces. Okay, so I thought it was about time I reviewed one of my favourite movies. This is the Arrow edition, the single disc edition. I am looking for the collector's edition, and I will hopefully pick that up sometime when I can get it for a reasonable price. I know it goes for a quite good price at CEX, so if I can pick it up from there, that would be really, really cool. Because it is one of my favourite films, and I really would like the sort of collector's edition. The synopsis. Okay, so this film is it's well, it says it on the box that you don't need to live in Texas to have a chainsaw massacre. Okay, so there we go. The film starts off with a young boy doing a jigsaw puzzle. So his mum comes into the room while he's doing this puzzle, and she finds out it's a puzzle of a naked lady. So she's not very too pleased.
Answer me! Answer me! Put up with it! You dirty-minded little brat! Playing with filth like this, just like your father. You don't watch out. That's who you're gonna grow up like. And I can tell you a couple of things about him. Kill you if I ever find stuff like that in the house again. Go get a plastic bag. I'm gonna burn everything. Don't just stand there. Go get a bag.
So she sends the lad downstairs to get a bag. So she's going to throw all of his stuff away, all his toys in it, because she's angry. So he comes back up to the room, but not with a bag.
Hurry up, stupid, and bring me a plastic bag to junk this stuff.
And then he kills his mother with an axe, and then he carries on to finish his jigsaw puzzle. Then the police arrive at the door with I don't know if it's a social worker or whatever it is that's come knocking on the door with the police, but they come knocking on the door and he doesn't answer. He goes and hides in the cupboard. He's already cut the body up with the mother. He's sawn it all into bits and stuff, and he's moved it away. And the police break into the house and the room, and they start looking for what's happened.
I never saw so much blood. We better search the place.
It's Mrs. Reston. I knew something awful had happened. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get her out of here and call the station.
Little Jimmy.
You ready?
Big man. Mommy. Oh, Jimmy. Where's Mommy?
Take it easy, kid. You're safe now. Where's the father?
And then obviously the boy there goes to the police saying, "Oh, I was scared he was hiding." So, you know what I mean, they don't think it's the little boy. So anyway, we then cut to the titles and into 40 years later, and we see this dude girl on a skateboard. Yeah. So that was really random. I love the way that they added in the clips of the mother breaking the mirror and stuff. There's no point in that whatsoever, but they still do it. And then we cut to a girl who's just sort of like reading her books on the grass outside, like the high school or college, wherever they are.
Hey, you're gonna be long. If so, I'll move somewhere else.
Just a few minutes, miss.
Okay.
So she gets cut up by the chainsaw, and so we're about 6, 7, or 8 minutes into the film. We've had 2 deaths already. So this is the way this sort of film runs. And then we cut to the sort of headmaster's area where the police are already there, ready to sort of like start questioning.
Man, we're used to it. Did you know the girl?
Oh, well, no, not really. You see, we have such a big campus here. It's very difficult to remember everybody. Yes, sir.
Are those 2 gentlemen here yet, Grace?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. I'm just finishing up.
Right, sir.
Ah, Inspector Bracken. Lieutenant? Oh, Sergeant Holden.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do, sir?
Won't you come in? Grace, hold all calls for the time being, will you? After you.
We then cut to like the sort of hallways in the school where we get to meet some more of the students.
Waterbed in the training room.
Have you ever been laid on a waterbed?
The most beautiful thing in the world is smoking pot and fucking on a waterbed at the same time.
Oh, that's hilarious. And then the same girl goes up to this teacher who's just come out, and they're tormenting him as well.
Oh, Professor Brown. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you something? What are the pectorals?
My friends all laugh at me.
They say mine are funny.
I assure you, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you, sir. But where are they?
Here. Right here.
Anyway, this professor who's like a professor of the anatomy he's up to see the headmaster, but the headmaster's still busy with the police officers. But his secretary's been listening into the conversation on the sort of like her sort of like 2-way sort of like a system they got to speak to the headmaster.
Wonder what the murderer wanted with it. You know what I
Are they going to be long?
Well, I don't know, Professor. They've been in there quite a while, so they shouldn't be long. But if you'd rather come back later...
Oh, Grace, would you try and find Professor Brown for me, please? He should be in the faculty room.
He's sitting right here, Dean. Should I send him in?
Oh, by all means, yes, send him in, please.
Yes, he's unmarried and lives with his mother. Ah, I'm glad to see you, Arthur. Come in. This is Inspector Bracken and Sergeant Lieutenant Holden. How do you do? Do you have time to show them around the campus? When is your next class? Well, as a matter of fact, tomorrow. Oh, good, good. They want to ask you a few questions about the Palmer girl.
We then cut into the headmaster's room, who's still speaking to the detective played by Christopher George, class actor. So he's there, and he's asking him to keep it a bit quiet. He doesn't want the university, it doesn't look like a university, to get bad publicity.
This as quiet as possible. Think what would happen to the university if this were leaked to the media.
Don't worry, sir. At this point, an investigation wouldn't help us either. We'll do our best.
Well, I'm sincerely glad to hear that, for all our sakes. Our version here amongst the alumni and staff will be that it was an unfortunate accident. Well, gentlemen, I seem to have been doing rather a lot of talking, and I do have a lot of work to do.
I'm afraid I can't be very helpful. I can hardly remember the girl. I have so much work this semester.
Oh, come now, Arthur. You only have one section to look after, and I have this whole blessed campus to think about. And I'm sure you'll be much better at this than I am.
The Christopher George then gets to meet the professor, and the headmaster gets the professor to sort of like give the police a tour of the school, sort of thing. And he does that, takes him to his classroom and that, and they start talking about, oh, do you think it could be one of the children or one of the teachers? Anyway, so that jibber jabber goes on for a little bit, and then we cut outside and we meet Paul Smith, who's like the caretaker. He's been in a few other films. He's been in Popeye, and he's been in Haunted Honeymoon, and here he is here as the caretaker.
Popular. I suppose it could be one of the students. Shall I proceed with the tour?
Well, thanks very much. But first, I want to read the coroner's report.
Sure.
Willard, when do you expect your work will be finished here with us on the campus?
I don't know. Maybe in a week or two, maybe more. You don't have to worry. It won't cost you any more. That's the deal I made with your secretary. I ain't getting paid by the hour.
Yes, Willard, I know. But in that case, then, the sooner you finish here, the sooner you'll be able to accept another job elsewhere. I think that.
So Paul Smith is straight away a suspect, all right? But you can think it's too early. It's too early to have a suspect, so it's not him, and it's too obvious. So the film sort of carries on, and we get into one of the libraries, and we see the young lad who's sort of like the hero of the film, actually, because the police are dumb, and he does all the police work for them. We meet him at last in the library with a young girl who throws over a note to him to meet her at the swimming pool.
I want to do it underwater. See you in the pool.
So he's got this note from this girl to meet him at the swimming pool. Anyway, he throws it into the bin. And behind him, if you looked carefully when he was reading the note, there was a black glove on the sort of desk behind him, which is our killer. And our killer picks up the note. And then we join our girl at the swimming pool.
Kendall?
So she strips off and gets into the pool in the middle of the day, as you do, university, and starts swimming lengths. And our killer's in there. You couldn't see him, right? He's not obvious at all. So he's hiding, and then he comes out to sort of like do a bit of fishing. So he then fishes her out and sort of puts her on the side of by the pool, and he gets his chainsaw and he cuts her into pieces, and she's dead. We then cut back to the library.
Have you seen Kendall?
Yeah, sure. He's right over there.
Thanks, Francine. By the way, you free tonight, huh? Hey. So I'm slayed by a withering look. Gives a shit. Hey, Kendall. I've been looking all over. This is for you. What is it? It was left for you in the dean's office a half hour ago. I've been looking all over. Where did you get to? Next time Grace wants something delivered, she can just forget it. Shh.
So he's had this, give the other lad a note. It's about meeting the girl at the swimming pool. We cut to the killer then, and he's moving the body, well, some of the body, not all of it. He's moving some of the body away to like a fridge area. He's collecting body parts from each person he's killed. So he's left the head and the legs and the arms by the pool, but he's taken the torso, the body, away. We didn't see him put it into the fridge, and we rejoin our suspect. And then the police turn up, and they think that our caretaker is the killer, and so they start trying to grab him, but he defends himself.
Hold it, or I'll blow your brains out.
With all this going on, the best thing to do is cut to the dance class. So one of the girls wants to go to the John, speaks like that, and she leaves the class, and our killer's there. and she's alright. She gets away for now, but she cops it a bit later. Anyway, we then cut to like it's a police station or something like that, and we meet our other hero in the film, Linda George.
Is this job dangerous?
Very.
Good. Then I'll do it. I am bored to tears with this place.
Figures. Put an active lady in an office like this, shuffling papers for 6 months, and she'll volunteer to do anything.
Almost.
Jennings is finished with me.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Hey, aren't you Mary Riggs?
Mary? Kendall
I'm
James.
real pleased to meet you. I try to catch all your games. What's a tennis champion doing in this place?
This place is my living.
What? You mean you work here?
I sure do.
This is the lady I was telling you about. Mary's going to work undercover at the university. Meet.
So our police officers recruited Linda to come and join them as an undercover teacher, and she's a famous tennis star apparently. So how does that work? Anyway, so she goes to the school to help him out as an undercover teacher of tennis. So we get treated to a load of tennis now. And this is how the film goes. We get treated to quite a bit of tennis, quite a bit of jibber jabber, and quite a few more killings. We got at least another 4 killings to get through on the film, and they're very gory. So that carries on throughout the film, and killing after killing after killing happens, and Linda George has just had enough.
You see it?
Yes! While we were out here fumbling with that music, the lousy bastard was in there killing her! Bastard! Bastard! Bastard!
He cut that poor.
So what's going to happen, eh? I mean, are they going to find out who the killer is? Who do you think the killer is? It's a relentless movie, and it's so cool. So that's all I'm going to tell you on the synopsis. What do I think of Pieces? You know exactly what I think of Pieces. It's one of the greatest slashers ever made. It's just fantastic. It's cheesy. It's badly acted. The gore's brilliant. The story's is cool. The annoying music over the tannoy is cool. The tennis is cool. Everything about the film, it's just cool. And when the film, you think, oh, this film's amazing, can't get any better. Linda George turns up and steals the show from the rest of the film. Absolutely amazing. The pluses of this film, this transfer is amazing. It looks stunning. Arrow have done a great chance. I would love them to do a 4K version of Pieces. It's got a huge fan base, so there is a market there for it. I would love them to do that. I love all the acting in the film. It's dreadful and brilliant all at the same time. It's got a little bit of comedy going on in the background. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. It just turns out that way. And it's just a classic. It's just legendary. The negatives, 0 whatsoever. It's amazing, and it's amazing. So I'm going to score the film the essential watch, and it's a 10 out of 10 all day long, maybe 11 out of 10. It's brilliant. It's one of my favourite films. I absolutely love Pieces. It's so cool. I've done this review this week because this is my American Horror Project week. Now, I did 3 reviews from the first box set. Then I did some reviews from the second box set, but all those reviews, for some bizarre reason, got blocked by YouTube. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to redo them without the clips because I spent the time doing it. So I'll treat my my subscribers to a late night movie review. And what better one to do than Pieces? So sorry, guys. As you know, I've got COVID at the moment, so I'm trying to recover from that. Oh, I've made my eyes water. It was brilliant. I had such a good time. I am going to do an Arrow video week, and I'm going to choose 4 or 5 movies from my Arrow collection and do those over 1 week in the next few weeks. So keep your eyes out for that if you enjoyed this. 10 out of 10. Guys, watch the film. It's amazing. Check out some horror channels when you get a chance. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek Man v Film, RS Designs, Pizzawell, I Am the Ice Lord, Kate Watches Horror, and the Sarah of Horror. Check them all out, guys. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.